people. To laugh from other people's jokes, you need to have the humility to listen to other people. And this all together, that makes social change. What I want to say is, these points here, I'm going to talk in each one where humor stands and how it helped me. First of all, it was a complete studies shift. I was a mathematician working in computer science, and I came up one day telling my parents that I want to change. They took it for a joke. I was that serious, I prepared for that. All I wanted to do is make marketing and communications. Why? Because there is something in it. That something special is the Homo sapiens. It's human. I love human. Coming from my other planet, I love you, human. This is how I'm seen sometimes. I'm bringing funny to the table. Funny in a professional field. You seem like an alien, but we need this as human. So first was the biggest joke I made to my parents. After 10 years looking at me that I'm going to be the next computer engineer, I said, no, I want to work with people, not numbers. And then I had multiple jobs. First was like a trainer, pedagogy and stuff. The other one was as a manager, then a trainer of managers, then a bestseller in call centers, then became a creative manager. And you know what? When I had a team, all they told me is, boss, you do not stress, because I had a smile, because I brought up a joke in difficult times. When I had clients on the phone, they always thank me not only for the service or the price they paid, they also thank me for the time they had with me. And I said, maybe I should take that bag full of jokes, full of humor with me. And I continued. I made stand-up comedy. After that, I had my coaching certificate. I thought, I'm gonna get into school, I'm gonna learn stuff, get a diploma, and get more money. Nope. You had to prepare a thesis special for you at my 3rd year. And what I chose is how humor can help the coachees continue their coaching process. And I found out a really resourceful information. The first one is, when you come to a coach, you don't want to meet the coach that's like, how can I help you win? You want to meet that coach who's cheerful and telling you, it's going to be okay. Just answer my question and pay me later. But it's okay. It ends up with a smile. The other one is marriage and parenting. You better laugh at that. You better love your wife and laugh at her jokes. And your kid too. Even if he says, la ba da, la ba da, you laugh. It helps a lot. It helps make the bonding of the family. Now let me jump to something very interesting, some scientific research. I have found a German scientific research. I think they called it the scientific research. This scientific research talks about oxytocin. Do you know what is oxytocin? Oxytocin, that hormone who's responsible of your happiness, your joy, your cheerfulness. They have put people between some of them taking placebos and the other one taking more additional oxytocin. They found out that this group of people watching funny videos of very funny stand-up comedians like me, they were laughing. Everybody was laughing. Those taking some oxytocin laughed a little bit more. But at the end of the research, they found out that whether you take oxytocin or not, you will not have more cheerfulness or inner social bonding. Humor is giving yourself the opportunity to look at events, at life, at the others in another way. So you can give your brain the freedom to give you the hormones. Humor can be your best diplomat. I'm not gonna solve wars, but it can help. You're in a meeting, you know? What is also humor? It's when we see two people laughing, what does that mean? There are two people, two different people, two different backgrounds, two different perspectives, coming all together in the middle of the field, joking about the same situation. And that's diplomacy. You keep your background, I keep mine, I respect your view or point of view, but we can meet in the middle and we can laugh about it. And if we do this during sales speech, during meetings, during first dates, it can help a lot. The common formula between stand-up and life. Now he's interesting. Okay, wait. Writing a bit, writing a sketch passes by a formula before you get a sketch. As a comedian, you see a subject, you have the subject in front, you study the subject, you write something about it that can maybe really funny. But what if you just keep that piece of paper in your drawer? It's not comedy yet. What if you just came up in front of these beautiful people and said, "Hi, I'm going to try for the first time my sketch." It might be risky. So there is a formula about making a sketch the same way that you can do in your life. Let me show you this. And I worked hard for this one. Oh. You can laugh about it. Well, first, you learn. In stand-up comedy, you cannot come up with a sketch without knowing the value or knowing the field. In life, this is also true. Before you write a book, you need to learn. Before you do coaching, you need to learn. Before you do stand-up, you need to learn about it. Second is research. I'm gonna go research about my book, research about my thesis, research about someone I wanna meet, and research about the jokes I'm gonna make. Is it appropriate in this time or not? Is it funny or can be more funny? Third one is try out. You can have your sketch in a piece of paper. If you do not try out in front of your family, your friends, foreign people, a camera, it will not work as you want it. That's it about life. You have an idea, maybe like your idea. If you did not try out, it wouldn't come out like this. Maybe many of you have ideas, but you know why? Ideas travel from mind to mind. It can only settle down when you try it out. That's their home. And finally, retrain. Accept the fact that sometimes you might be totally wrong. I learned that the hard way from my wife. Every single day, every single hour. You too? All right. Third speech is going to give it that. All right. You need to retrain. I have been a student in mathematics and computer. Now I work in communication, marketing, comedy and stuff because I retrained. You might have a sketch talking about coaching, talking about cars. And we're going to tell you, well, switch this one, add a little bit here, and you retrain, and you may get the standing ovation you're looking for. So please, use this one. Learn, research, try out, retrain. LRTR. Can you repeat it? At the same time, please. Which is? A little bit less sleepy, please. First one is? Learn. Then? Research. Then? Retrain. Excellent. Now we're going to say, all right, Saad. Now we know we're going to learn, research, try out, retrain. How can we use humor in everyday life? I got a toolbox for you. Here is a toolbox. It is secret. Cut the camera. Okay. Most importantly, and this is coming from two fields, life field and artistic field. If you learn the LRTR, it will not work unless you act. And I mean it. You need to act as a comedian, and you need to act as a human, as a father, as an employee, as an entrepreneur. Act like taking action in the moment. Do not wait for the right moment. I'm not going to be the first speaker to say it. Just take action. Second one is perform the role. If you see yourself as a speaker, come in front of your friends and tell them, wait, for 5 minutes, I'm going to act like a speaker. Now you tell me your feedbacks. You need to perform it every day. Other one is behave as you believe. And if you follow this word with me, act, in the dictionary, it means the three of them. Acting is taking action. Acting is performing. Acting is believing. So the LRTR will not work unless we act. How do we act? Let me show you something. It can start within you by acting. Change starts within you, then you impact the world. And it helps you learn this. Learning, researching about a subject, researching about someone is having the empathy to put yourself in this person's shoes and walk through it. It can help you respect people. We have different cultures, different point of view, isn't it? And respect that. And then there is resilience, especially when you make a joke and nobody laughs. Like now. That's resilience, actually. And here is the toolbox. And now, I'm going to try to make stand-up comedy look like a Stanford research. My hair. First one is the reverse. And you can use this in your life, friend life, family, and even corporate life, right? Here's an example. I tried to bargain in a shop at Jamefna, Marrakesh. I tried to lower the price, and the seller convinced me to do so. He lowered the price and made me buy 3 copies of each item. That's a reverse joke. You go in this way and you end up this way. The other one is the rule of 3. You build on 3 levels. Let me see. Last time I spent a week in Marrakesh. The first 2 days I got lost in the secret beauty of the secret garden of Marrakesh. 2 days later, I got also lost in the many flavors of a buffet in Marrakesh. Last day, I just got lost in the Medina streets. They all look the same. Let me see the third one. Irony. Speaking about the truth, there can be irony. Last year, again, we were in Marrakesh for a good conference about time management and how to save money. It was a good, great conference. After hearing the excellent lineup of speakers, like me, I could not resist going to Medina by 15 souvenirs and spent 6 hours in it. I guess I learned a lot of that. And now here is 3 others. There is repetition. Repetition makes you laugh. Like if I talk again about Marrakesh, it's gonna get funny now, right? Highlighting some truth. Here is another one from the toolbox. Moroccan wedding. Who's been in a Moroccan wedding last week or last weekend? Let me see. All right. Do you have a planning or for the wedding? When does it end? When does a Moroccan wedding end? What's the rule? That's the truth. We highlight the truth that everybody knows. Well, I have my ideas. You only end up a Moroccan marriage when you cannot eat anymore and when your feet hurt from dancing, you know? That's rule number 1, unless you have a noisy ear. Last one is the metaphor. Well, that's about me now. The fact that pointing humorous techniques on a PowerPoint slide about humor is like trying to convince all your co-workers not to worry about the budget cuts. Because whether they're gonna laugh with you or at you. You choose one, please. What are you laughing at now? With me or at me? Thank you. That's empathy. That's the power of humor. And now let me say this one. I love this, because there is this sentence about a leader with a sense of humor is like a chef with a good palate. They know just the right ingredient to make a situation delicious. You can pick one of these 6 elements in the toolbox, and at the right time, put it during the situation. And you know what? How am I gonna transform this? Like this one. As citizen, not only leaders. Every citizen can be like a chef. When you know where to put on humor, you know how to be funny and change situations. I guess you're all wondering why did I choose during my PowerPoint to have this box over there? No, nobody noticed? I worked hard on the idea, bro. Well, it's a box. It's an open box. As an open heart, I was talking to you through. Now I'm gonna close it and show you something. That's the box. And you know what's humor? I'm not closing my heart. I still love you all. Humor is in and outside the box. You can use humor in the box when you see things differently, and use humor outside the box when you see things creatively. And I hope you all use humor during your lifetime. I wish you a happy life. Thank you for listening.